Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, regardless of where you are at right now in this world, particularly if you are in the US or out of the US. But we are streaming live right now via the internet. My name is Dr. Mandell. Today, we're going to make this a short video, but a very effective video. The video is about instant pain relief. Now, you see this big fluffy guy smiling at me. I love him. And I'm looking at him. This guy just kind of gives me the feeling inside me that I want to smile back at him. And this is what this topic is about, that there are many hundreds of thousands and actually millions of people out there who have chronic pain. And this is something that I came across an article. I'm going to share this article and just review it and tell you a little bit about my opinion towards this, towards the many years of experience that I had to deal with pain control with thousands of patients, not only in practice, but outside of practice through media, radio or TV, wherever I've been, or even through internet as we are here. I want to say a welcome to those people in the chat room, but I want to briefly talk about pain. But more than that, what can we do naturally to reduce this pain? Now, there are an interesting study that psychologists of University of California, this was an interesting thing. The team, what they found out is that while they took the mouth and put it into a smiling position, they noticed that these people were having less pain. So they really couldn't find out why or understand why, because they couldn't correlate it back to the neurological system or central nervous system. But what they found out is that they just have taken chopsticks. Now imagine someone taking chopsticks and putting it in your mouth, but putting it in your mouth where the chopsticks hold your mouth into a smiling position. So while doing this, they noticed that people had 40% less pain while the mouth was in that position. This indicates that the smiling position interprets, or the brain interprets it as an emotion. So by just smiling, putting your lips into that smiling position, because I can understand, I've been there, we've all been there. When we're in pain, it's hard to smile. But you see, we've all heard that statement, fake it till you make it. Am I right? Fake it till you make it. Am I right, chat room? Fake it till you make it. You know, we want to tell the subconscious, let's just fake it. Let's just be happy, or let's just, feel like we're successful. Let's feel like great things are happening in our life, even though we're down in the dumps. That is the best thing you can do. Change your attitude. By changing the attitude, we create a new altitude. But what happens in the brain is the brain starts secreting endorphins and enkephalins into the system. And by secreting endorphins and enkephalins, which is a lot stronger than any other drug that any pharma or pharmacy carries, or any drug company can create, the enkephalins and the endorphins in the brain are extremely, extremely strong. So they've noticed by taking the mouth and putting it into a smiling position, created less pain. It created happiness. It created changes in people's health, even increased strength within the immune system. So a couple of things that I wanted to bring out to you. They've shown that facial expressions, how it influences how we feel, not just showing it. And this interesting experiment, they actually injected the mouth with Botox. Now, you know what Botox does, right? Botox kind of like gives you those fluffy lips, makes those wrinkles go away, makes you feel like, I got a new look. Sometimes you put too much Botox in there and you feel like those lips are too big. We've seen it in many other people. But what they did is they injected Botox, which stiffens the face, and obviously reported that the facial muscles were in this position rather than this position, because when we frown, it obviously has to do the opposite. And they found out that these people who were in that position had less pain, quicker recovery. Now, this is really powerful stuff. Now, this sounds elementary, and no one here on YouTube has ever talked about this, okay? But no one here has really understood the physiology, the deep neuroscience of the brain. Because when you're in pain, if they really understand the neuroscience of the brain, they're not going to feed you with narcotics, or painkillers or anti-inflammatories or muscle relaxers or these strong drugs that can just knock you out. So I wanted to share this. I thought this was a really interesting topic. They go into some different studies in here about multitasking, about practicing just getting up and just smiling, looking at yourself and smiling. Because what they found out is that this changes the emotion within the central nervous system. And generally, everything we do in our life is tied into an emotion. If you remember when you were younger, anything that's tied into an emotion, it could have been pain, it could have been sickness, it could have been loss of a family member, it could have been something that hurt your heart, it could have been a girlfriend or a boyfriend that left you, it could have been your ex-wife or ex-husband. But if you remember, anything that turned into emotion, maybe you hurt your finger, or maybe you fell off your skateboard, or maybe something was done that meant something to you. But anything that was tied into an emotion, you never forget. Well, that's the way the central nervous system works. When we're already programmed and the brain is designed to work a special way, and so when certain muscles contract and work and synergistically with others in a positive fashion, like a smile, because we're conditioned, because when you're happy, what do? You smile. So that's the brain that already knows to send messages to these muscles to smile. So the question here, and the big question I want you to understand, and the answer is that if this is the way it's designed, then if you reverse that role or reverse that model role, okay, smile, and now the brain perceives a smile, the brain chemistry changes. I just thought that was just an amazing topic. I have so many hundreds of videos on self-help, and they're great videos. But this really is probably the simplest and probably the most pronounced, the most effective self-help that we can do. Now, all I'm asking you is I just want you to try this. Just try it for 21 days. Start getting up in the morning, just smile, just have the attitude and smile, and you'll see everything will start to change. It really works. This is really powerful stuff. It sounds so elementary. It's kind of like, it's like me telling you, go use your ice pack. Well, I don't want to use an ice pack. It's cheap. It's ice. It doesn't do anything. Well, we think about the smile, it doesn't cost anything. It's just a little bit of a mindset, not creating any stress in our body. But if that smile can secrete endorphins and enkephalins in the body and take away pain, because it's proven it works, try it. I'm going to leave you with that. I ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you are a new listener here, I really invite you to check out our many videos we have in self-help. We're well over 1,100. But what's beautiful is I love doing these live streams. I have so many loyal chat room people from around the world, and I want to give you my love to all of you for the time that you take to listen, to better yourself, to be more proactive in taking charge of your health. That's what it takes. We have a body, which is our castle. We need to take care of this castle. This is all we got. So I ask you to subscribe so you can get notifications every time we go on, because we've been going on live. I love it. It's more action. It's quick. It's easy. It's informative. I learn every time because I do the research. And what we learn in school, what we learn in the real life is just a little piece. And what we can really learn by listening to myself, by me listening to myself, by me doing homework and me sharing things with you, and by me listening and reading your chats, I learn quite a bit. A lot of you are responding back to me about things that you like me to talk about. Motivational Doc on Facebook is an easy way for me to communicate with you there. I try to still get back to questions or many comments down through YouTube, but it is impossible to me to get through hundreds of them a day. But anyways, I really hope that you enjoyed this. I ask you to make it a great day. God bless you and your family. We'll catch you real soon now. Bye-bye.